Welcome back, everyone. Our project today is going to be replacing this poor, tired, old hoop cover for our blueberries. Now, I know that we have bird netting all around our garden, but we have to protect this from our little raptor chickens here because they love blueberries. And as you can see, this has seen better days. We had a little nibbler last year. One of the deer actually was able to force their way through it. So we're going to replace this, make it into a little hinged bed. It'll be a lot easier to get to and to open and close, much more efficient. And right now we have kind of a curtained, I don't know what you want to call it, but as you can see, this just opens and closes, and we're going to change it from this little curtain thing to an open and close hinge. We are also going to make a little divider in here, for which we'll tell you about later, at least for the reason why. And I guess that's about it. Stay tuned for what we're going to continue and all the steps of the way. We'll show you how we're building it, and come back soon. Welcome back. It's been about a half an hour, and as you can see, we've removed all of the old hoop house and added a frame around here. With this, we've got little U-clamps toward the back, and this whole thing sits on our wood frame. With these U-clamps, we'll be able to pivot this bed, and it will go basically up like this, down like this, with the, we'll be bringing the other, the hoops back onto this, net it all, and then easy access. It'll just be open, close. Just like this, open and close. So we'll be right back with the hoop. Okay, we've got the hoop part on this, as you can see. Next will come the netting. Now you may have noticed right in the middle we've got a little stiffener, because until we get the netting on it, the center wanted to just kind of spring apart, and we need to get the net on it to kind of hold it stiff. And we might end up using these stiffeners later on, but we're going to see how it goes. So right now we've got the hoops up, and the netting will come shortly. So
does this thing, now that we've done this, does this work? Let's see if it lifts without springing apart.
Yeah, that is true. That would probably be a wise thing. Here we go. Let's see then.
And now you
yes, it does.
right. And so now that's the general idea of it. And as most of you folks can notice, there's a small knee wall with our neighbor next door. The distance between the top of that hoop will touch the knee wall, so it'll be what it uses to support itself when we open it up and give it some rest against that wall when we're working in that bed.
Absolutely.
And then bring it back over. So we don't think we need to really tie it to give it a lanyard of some nature to where it doesn't flop all the way over. It can't fall any further than that fence.
Exactly, but we will find that out later on once we use it a few times, and we'll work out the bugs.
True. All right. Well, let's show them what it looks like with the net on it. Yes?
Yeah. Welcome back. This is the next day. Unfortunately, we got rained out yesterday afternoon, but we were able to finally get the netting done, looking pretty nice and snug. I'm very happy, and my sweetie made me a nice little handle to open this easier. Let me show you how nicely it works. Voila. And also we have this little divider in here, for which we will show you something new, or the reason for it, very shortly. Welcome back. This is what 4-week-old chicks look like. They're pretty big, and they're actually starting to look a little bit gangly, but as you can see now, that's the reason for that divider. We have, and you can see one of our older hens behind there, and that's exactly it. The chicks can acclimate to the hens can get used to the chicks. They can see but not touch.
Yeah. The established flock that we have of 5 birds, 1 rooster, and 4 hens are getting ready to be introduced to these 5 new ones. Notice how discreetly we said that. And to keep them alive, because these birds are raptors. They will tear these little ones apart until they get socialized with one another.
Exactly.
But I apologize for taking over the white-haired gardener's thunder. Please continue.
No, but that's exactly it. These guys can get used to being outside. They can see the hens. The hens can get used to them, and then after a bit, you know, when the hens are no longer really interested, then, and these guys are a little bit larger, maybe a couple more weeks, then it will be safe to, quote, let the little chicks out. There will be a little squabbling because now everyone will have to find their new place in the flock, the little flock hierarchy. And basically right now, this is, I'm thinking, the safest way. So here we go. I don't have much else to say except that this is so far working out really well.